February 17th. Well, I went down to BK, got me some French toast dips that you dip them in syrup like. I had a couple of those this morning. But the time now is 9:03. That was a great dream I had last night. Actually, it was two different dreams. And very, it tells you pretty much everything that's happening. My last video, somebody from Switzerland told me when I was showing the camera towards the sun in the window, that black sign, I guess with the sun right there, it made it look like an eagle. An eagle was right there, if you look at it. And then it did look like an eagle that was perched on something. And she said, there's the phoenix rising from the ashes. You know, like a bird that's going to rise out of the, but actually the eagle is going to take us out of here. We're going to, like, escape from the burdens of Egypt. We, too, are going to escape from, she was thinking about the phoenix, the Antichrist rising from the ashes. But actually, we are going to be like on the wings of an eagle that are going to be taken out of here in a moment, in the twinkling of the eye, to be caught up to be with the Lord. I'm not reading out of the Bible right now because I want to go over the dreams that I had last night. They were very good. I like it when the Lord does that. It took me a little while, but I'm constantly going over it in my mind, thinking about it. Now, you guys have heard me sharing my dreams in the past, where I told you, like, an angel that took me in to get my feet cleaned. I never seen any faces or anything like that. I only seen, like, part of the body and the doors being real big and stuff like that. But in this dream, it was like as if somebody took some false teeth and set them down, but they were huge. I mean, huge, real big. And then the letters USA on top of those teeth, okay? And I asked, there was an Indian man there, a guy, an Indian, like the Native American Indians that we have in America, okay? When we came here and took this over, well, this was an Indian. And I asked him, I said, what does this mean? And he said, America is going to be chomped. Like chomped. Like eaten, bitten into or something, like chomped. In other words, I think it's getting ready to be destroyed. And it's not going to rise again, okay? Now, people will be getting the mark of the beast and stuff like that, which they're not going to survive anyhow. My message is very clear. I don't tickle ears. I don't like to beat the bushes either. Nobody's going to survive this. Not even Russia. The people that are going to be nuking us here, they're not going to survive it either. They're going to fall. Everybody's going to fall. You know what? I got a song I'm going to put at the end of this video. I want you guys to listen to it. It's called The Party's Over. And it is. It's literally over. God's given, to him, it's just been a few days, okay? But to us, it's been a few thousand years, you know what I mean? And, but it's really not that long. I've always said this, that we are here for a purpose to see who's worthy and who isn't worthy. And a lot of people have fallen short, okay? A lot. And I don't say that with joy or anything like that. I mean, I hate to see this. I remember when I was younger, I always heard, like, corporations, how bad they are. How they're going to destroy America. And they did. They literally did destroy America. When there was small mom and pop stores and stuff, my parents used to have their own tool and die shop. And, my stepdad made his dyes and stuff like that, and my mom used to run the press. And then sometimes after school, I could go there and grind out these fiberglass parts. I used to get 1.5 cents for every one that I did, and I would stack in a box, And you had to hustle. I mean, we had to move fast. And they ended up taking it to Mexico because they could get it done cheaper, And we ended up having to shut down that business, and we weren't living that. We had an old milk truck that we fixed up for a camper. You know what I mean? We weren't living that extravagant. And they were still looking to get it cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, while other people were getting richer and richer and richer. You know, and it's over. You know what I mean? This is over. I believe I was brought into this world for this time, to be a witness to everything that's happening. And it's over. I'm so looking forward to it. But the Indian, he straight up told me, he goes, America's going to be chomped. In other words, they're going to be bitten into. They're not going to be covered from this. And then I ended up having another dream. I woke up from that, and I had another dream where I seen all these women with dark hair but red streaks, red in it, you know. And we all know Jesus had a crown of thorns on his head, right? And blood came from it. And you guys see it, it's all around the world, man. I mean, it's not just here in America. I'm sure it's there in Switzerland too, where you're from, huh? And all over. It's all over the world. It's probably in the Philippines. It's probably everywhere. And see, this is the spirit. That's why I'm saying the only way you're going to start seeing these things in the spirit, because Jesus said this is a spiritual battle, okay? Now, he's trying to get the message out. That's probably the reason why they're blocking me so bad, because they don't want my message coming out. And sadly, a lot of people here in America with YouTube channels, they're more fixed on, you know, their message and, you know, whatever that is. It's probably, and a lot of it's in the worldly stuff, which this is a spiritual battle. I don't really care if, you know, if you hear me talking about anything about this world, it's how everything is of the devil. Everything. You know, it's all being run by the devil. Everything. It's all control, a monopoly, like a chess game. And most people have went after it, you know. When I shared how I was offered lots of money to work at the stadium and then to work flipping homes, $120,000 a year, you know what I mean? People said, oh, I would have taken that. I would have done that. And even knowing what I know, you know what I mean? Even after I told them all the evil that's at hand and how these are the end times, and then I mentioned the money offers, and that almost everybody said that. Oh, I would have taken that. I would have done that. I would have done that for the money. And I'm going, yeah, I can't believe what I'm hearing. How is it possible that people could sit there and say they would have done? Well, that's probably the reason why the Lord chose me for this. Because, see, I wouldn't do it, and I didn't do it. Instead, I decided to try to get this message out. See, there's people out there that's seen this, and let me tell you something. They're probably going to regret having the division, their own little thing going, when they should have probably unified and got this message out. Because what this message is about coming out of this world, separating yourselves from it. And not everybody is who you think that they are. And I don't believe all of them are called, because I believe if they would have been called, they probably would have been unifying more and not trying to do their own little thing. Because this is about getting the message out, separating yourselves, because nobody's going to survive this. Nobody. And we know the foolish are going to be left behind too. And I told you how this photo, I took it when I was 17 in 77. There's the 3 sevens. Well, in 3 months, I'm going to be 57. And this being 77, that's 57, 77. And a lot of you guys, I'm sure you've done your checks already, and you know that this is the year 5777. Okay? This is a key number to what's about to happen. Okay? We're getting ready to leave. It's going to happen anytime. Just like that dream I had where I seen a large set of huge teeth. And he said, and it said USA on top of it. And he said, America's going to be chomped. That's how he said it, chomped. Like C-H-O-M-P, chomp. Like you'd chomp into something, you know, like biting into a burger or something, chomp. And, yeah, I just repeat it like I hear it, you know, when I heard it like that. You know, just like one time I had a dream and they said, when I seen a 4x4 post smashing out windows in a log cabin, and I knew the 4x4 post was Obama, and he was smashing up everything that was great about this nation, busting out the windows. A window's been opened. In other words, now the evil's pouring through it, okay? A lot of evil is coming into this world now, and it was Obama, 4x4 post. He's the 44th president. And then the voice that I heard, they said, tell them a bear did it. Now, we know Jesus was betrayed, okay, by Judas, okay, for silver. Obama betrayed America, okay? Obama is the Judas, okay? He's also a pervert. He's perverted. He's homosexual, queer. I don't know any other words. You know, I don't call them that other word that they like to hear so much, because that's something they used when they came out of the closet. And I'll say it, and I'll say it again. If you're able to repent from it, I would highly recommend that you repent from it and you find Jesus Christ, ask for forgiveness for that, and follow him, you know. And like I said, when we get in the kingdom of heaven, there is no sex. There's not going to be male, female sex going on. That's not going to exist. It's not going to happen. We don't have sex in the kingdom of heaven. They only have it here to multiply the host, the body that we're in, okay? The spirit comes from God himself, okay? The spirit that he places in these bodies, which are a host. Jesus Christ is the Lord of these hosts. And that's why he says we're supposed to give him glory in these bodies. You know what I mean? The things that we do, we glorify him. And if you're not glorifying him in your body, he's going to destroy you. He's going to destroy you. Make no doubt about it. He's going to destroy the body and the soul. He's going to, you know, it says, don't fear those that can kill the body. Fear him who can destroy the body and the soul and put you in hell. Okay? And that's the truth. You know, if you're not glorifying him now, and then what you're doing is you're following the devil, and you better come out of it real quick. I'm not here to try to get any stations going. When I do play music on here, it's just something for you guys to listen to at the end of my videos, man. That's it. I don't do anything else other than that. Matter of fact, I want to get you guys out a video. Or not a video, but a song. I'm going to tell you what, my favorite song, you guys, listen to this. It's by Van Morrison, okay? And where he's, see, I used to be a fisherman too. I used to deep sea fish. And I could tell you stories about that, man. When I was out there deep sea fishing. One time a guy was out there, or three of us were out there swimming, and the captain was looking on radar for what was in the waters around us. And one guy was on the deck, and he was looking for sharks while we were in there swimming. And the guy started going, get out of the water! And the other two guys that I was with, I put my mask on and I dove into the water deeper because I wanted to see what he was talking about, okay? I wasn't afraid. Those other two guys, by the time I came out of the water, they were crawling out of the boat. That's how fast they got over to where the boat was. And I'm like, I don't see nothing, man. And the guy pointed down below, like, look down, you know? And I put my mask back on and I dove back in again. And I seen, like, it looked like little specks. But those specks kept multiplying and multiplying. And it went from being sky blue to pitch black. Pitch black. And When I seen it, I started swimming for the boat because I knew what was coming up was a lot of it too. And by the time I got out of the water, we sat there catching more tuna than you could imagine. And that's what it was. They seen us swimming up top. And with me being in the water that long, I really got them excited, and they came up. Not to mention, I was covered with blood. I was like a floating chum because we weren't allowed to shower while we were out there. And I used to have to stab and bleed the fish, so I was always covered with blood all the time. And that was my job, to break the spine and to bleed the tuna as we caught it. But anyhow, let me get you guys a song here. This is my favorite song.
Specials in hurry over to Sweet Tea and Biscuits.
Come on.
Inside Joyful Creations on McCullough.
Let me turn that down. I think it's on track 5, where it says he wants to hear that trumpet. He doesn't want to fear it. You know, when that trumpet sounds.
We were born before the wind, also younger than the sun. And the bonnie boat was one as we sail into the mystic. But now hear the sailors cry, smell the sea and feel the sky. Let your soul and spirit fly into the mystic. And where that foghorn blows, I will be coming home. Yeah, when the foghorn blows, I wanna hear it. I don't have to fear it. I rock your gypsy soul, just like way back in the days of old. And magnificently we will fold into the mystic. That foghorn blows, you know I will be coming home. Yeah, when that foghorn whistle blows, I gotta hear it. I don't have to fear it. And I rock your gypsy soul, just like way back in the days of old. Together we will float into the mystic. Come on, girl.
Please see the description box. I have another song. It's called The Party's Over.